Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're doing our fourth and final part of the LEGO Friends Amusement Park roller coaster. The roller coaster is built, it's off to the side, it's pretty big. I wouldn't have any room to build the rest of the rides. Like I said in the other parts, the set is called Amusement Park Roller Coaster, but there's more stuff to it. There's a Ferris wheel that we're currently building that we're going to finish up in this part. There's this free fall style ride that's back here. There's a ticket booth, a concession stand, a trash area. I mean, there's just a lot more to the set than just the roller coaster. So where are we at now? We are on to our seventh bag. We basically have two bags left. This bag number 7 and bag number 8. And we're more or less trying to finish up our Ferris wheel. So, what we're going to build are, looks like 3 of the buggies that are going to go on the Ferris wheel. I'm going to move this down a bit so you can see them all. So, these buggies are all going to be the same. So what I'm going to do is basically try to build each one of them simultaneously. Obviously I don't have 3 hands, but what I'm going to do is as each page completes the steps, I will go back and build the steps for each one again. So on page 156, this is what we're building. So this is the last pieces of page 156. So there's 2. And now I'm going to move on to my third one right now. Alright, so that completes everything on page 156. So now moving on to the next page, add a couple more studs to this. Some Technic bricks, another plate, slope. A lot of pieces on this page. All right, that completes the steps for that page. We'll repeat them all. So the Lego Creator Ferris wheel, kind of similar to this, when we kind of built the frame and then we built all of the buggies, but it was such a larger scale build that it was very, very, very repetitive. And to be honest with you, for me it got very boring. I have all the videos on my channel if you're interested in that Lego Creator Ferris wheel. The big set. I think it may have taken me 8 or 9 videos to complete it. It was really, really big. I still have it assembled. It's one of those sets that it was so big, it actually looks really nice, and it runs nicely. The play features are nice on it, but I don't really want to take it apart. But I would definitely not want to build it again. Let's put it that way. Okay, we're on to our next page of steps. Ooh, these little friction pins or little pins are flying everywhere. else on that. I'm going to put this on in a slightly different order. In my opinion, they should have been put on this way in the first place. Let me make sure I have that on the right side. Yep, this one is actually not on the right side. Pop that off. This one goes there. So, in the instructions, they show us putting the pins in this piece first. I think it actually works out better if you put the piece on first and then put the pins on. All right, those 3 buggies are done. Now we're going to build the canopy portion for the buggies. Together pretty easily. All right. On the top here, we're going to put 2 yellow studs right in the middle. And this gets sandwiched right there. Okay, that's 1 complete buggy. So let's finish off the other 2 real quick. Yellow stud is hard to get in there. There's 2. And here's our final one. Goes there. So the key thing to look at here is there should be 2 blue Technic pins with the studs on the end at the second hole down from the top, because that's where our rail pieces are going to connect to. So what we do is we're going to connect them right there. That's 1. We skip 1, go to the next one. Install them on those blue pins with the studs. Push it down, skip 1, go to this one right here, and then this should counterbalance everything. There we go. So everything is nice and balanced. We have a Ferris wheel action going on. I feel that these friction pins should have been replaced with the non-friction variety. There's a gray version. It's basically these blue pins here. If you use the gray version, see these gray ones down here? That means that they turn easier. And these blue ones have a little bit of friction, which means they actually don't turn very easily. I feel that maybe the non-friction pins should have been used. Anyway, that completes bag number 7. So we're finally on to our last bag. Bag number 8. Okay, we have everything for bag 8 dumped out, and we're gonna build 3 more of the buggies. So like I said, this is the This is the repetitive part. So I think video number 3 of this series is probably my favorite part so far. So we built some, and part 1's not bad because we built all the accessory pieces. So 1 and 3. 4 is kind of repetitive. Video 2, we did a lot of the roller coaster, which was a semi-disappointment, to be honest with you. These buggies are going to be built pretty much just how we built the other ones. We literally just built them, so I kind of remember exactly how they go together. So the only difference is the color scheme slightly different. So you can see I'm kind of blowing through this pretty quick. I'm not even looking at the instructions because they're all the same. Like I said, just different colors. These actually have some slightly different pieces because they have, I guess, these baby bow shapes. They don't have the full, like the double wide one in that color. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Technic bricks. Have our regular 1x1 brick. Have a cheese slope double wide version. And then we have these baby bow shapes that go here. A round brick rolling away from us. Alright, this is our last buggy we're building. Yellow, purple, yellow, yellow, purple, and yellow. Technic brick. Brick, slope. Where's that slope? There it is. And baby bow shapes. Alright. Turn the page. Alright, so next we have our pins. Our lift arm with some more pins. Alright, so that is all good there. Now we have our canopy pieces. Do you guys hear that little clicking as I snap the bricks together? Listen to this. I guess that one, right when I was saying listen to it, of course it doesn't do it. I've had people tell me in the comments that they like to hear that clicking sound of the bricks snapping together, and I've always wondered how it, audio wise, if you can hear those little clicks. I imagine you can to an extent, especially if I'm not talking. Oh, some of those pins, when they snap in, they make a clicking sound. It's kind of that satisfying click of two pieces being snapped together, and you know that they're going to be held on really tight. All right, on to our last little one here. There we go. So, just like before, make sure that you have all your blue pins with the studs facing out. We'll bring our merry-go-round, or Ferris wheel. This is not a merry-go-round, this is a Ferris wheel. Bring it over, and we'll put each one of these on. Alright, so I did notice this one is actually on backwards. Rotate it around. All of the little cheese slopes should all be facing the same direction. So you can see as I go around, see those little cheese slopes are all facing the right way now. Alright, that completes the Ferris wheel. So we actually have a few more little accessory pieces to build, and then we'll bring everything over and show it all off. We have a couple flower pieces on here. Have some bricks and some plates. Plate here. This is some fruit. We have an apple, and we have these little watermelon wedges, which are pretty sweet. Go right there. That's one little table. And then it's going to have some stools. Oops. Oh, things are bouncing away from me. Actually, it does not go on that. This tile goes on these white bricks. That's a little table you can sit at and have a snack. So we have another one. It's going to be similar. A couple flowers. A couple of the round bricks with a round plate. And with like a bottle of water, some sort of canned drink, and we have a hot dog. How cool is that? And in addition to that, we have a couple more stools. Bam. That completes the Lego Friends amusement park. So let me go ahead and pull everything together, and we'll check it all out in one big piece. All right, so here it is. This is the entire, quote, roller coaster set. It's really the entire amusement park. So just quickly reviewing everything, we obviously have the roller coaster. It says light blue track that goes all the way around. It does have the light brick in it, so you can see there's the light on right here, and it's activated whenever you put a mini doll in there. And it's push operated, so you have to push this thing around, and then it does kind of go down like that. So that's our roller coaster. It's okay. It could have been better if they would have made some actual roller coaster track instead of this little train track. Probably my favorite thing is the little free fall piece. You see how they spin all the way down. That's pretty cool. Of course, you have your big Ferris wheel over here, which is also nice. Some concessions. You have the popcorn machine. You have the little area that you can sit and enjoy your snack while you're there. And then don't forget, way back there you have the entry ticket booth area. So a lot of cool stuff. And then there's a little trash can accessory with a little park map area. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Put a comment down below. Make sure to check out my LEGO Friends videos. There's a link down below for my playlist of all of my LEGO Friends videos, so you can binge watch it similar to the way you watch Netflix. Maybe you watch Netflix and you'll watch a whole show all in one night. You know, this is free. You don't even have to pay for YouTube. This is like free Netflix. So binge watch all those LEGO Friends videos that I have on my channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.